This award-winning chef has nearly 1 million followers on YouTube. And today, we're out here at one of his restaurants to meet him for lunch. I am really looking forward to this lunch meeting today with Chef Tatung. I was reading up a little bit more about his background and his story, and I am just so impressed, so inspired. I'm ready to start my own restaurant after learning about him. You looking forward to eating anything specific today?
I haven't seen the menu yet.
I'm already loving like the vibe and the decoration here. It's got this whole mid-century modern but also very tropical style happening, and I'm loving it. The alfresco dining section is huge. So it basically wraps around from like the front area of the restaurant over this way, and it kind of goes back around over here, back around over here to another bar area as well. Plenty of fans because it gets hot out here in the Philippines. Hello! A beautiful bar area. So I did ask Chef Tatung how busy it gets here, especially on Sundays. As we all know, is like family day. And he said it's always busy here, especially on Sundays. Sometimes there's a line. So I highly recommend if you want to come down here on a Sunday, definitely make that reservation ahead of time. Hang out here in this beautiful alfresco area. Grab yourself an Aperol Spritz. Sunday's brunch day. Good to see you. Thank you for inviting us. Wait, I didn't know we were on. We're just gonna follow Chef Tatung. He's got a special table set aside for us over here. I feel like a very important Pinoy right now. What is this? Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh my gosh! What you got there, Kuya? Dinner rolls, yum. Bunso has to examine the menu all the time. I was just telling Chef Tatung how much I love the design, the whole mid-century modern, and we both said Jetsons basically at the same time because that's like the theme. And then we started talking about the food and this menu. And what Chef was explaining is that it's very post-colonial. It's like a Spanish-American style menu, and it fits in perfectly with the whole vibe and the aspect that he's got going on here. So I love it. I can't wait to eat. Chef, you said you ordered some stuff for us, huh? Ooh, I love surprises. They always try to eat the food before we can get the pictures. Camera eats first when we're food vlogging. Chef just had them bring out, yeah?
Truffle pasta with mushrooms.
Ooh, and then a chorizo bacon pizza. Bunso,
Oh, and wait!
you know the rules.
I'm gonna start off with some truffle pasta and some mushrooms. So you get really nice added texture and flavor from the mushroom, and it's super saucy, so it's drenched in sauce, and the sauce gives it a little bit of a cheesiness and almost saltiness to it.
Sitting with Chef Tatung, Chef Mike Tatung.
Tatung,
right?
yeah.
All right, but you go by Tatung, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my nickname actually.
Tatung is your nickname.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's named after an electric fan brand of the 70s. So I don't know why, but apparently that's what stuck. So now I'm Chef Tatung after an electric fan.
You were always going constantly, never nonstop. Mommy's hungry. Want some paella? All right, woo! Almost lost it. We'll start there. All right, let's try this guy first. Gotta have a squid in there. Wow, so tomatoey, and that squid is like incredibly tender and soft. It's really hard to find like a squid that's super soft, super tender, perfectly mixed.
Alright, I gotta try some of the seafood paella. His mom said that the squid is really tender, so I'm curious. Wow. The rice is so warm and fluffy and has like a seafoody taste to it. And paired with that squid, it's super soft and tender. It's super good.
I was reading up a little bit about how you came to be in like the restaurant business, and it was sort of by happenstance a little bit. Always a passion of yours.
I started cooking really young, around 7 or 8 years old. At that time, being a chef wasn't an in thing.
Right.
Yeah, it just happened, you know, like I was in the industry, running a kitchen, all of a sudden, oh, Chef Tatung is there.
Yeah. So this is a dish I don't think I've actually ever eaten before. Something I've always been curious about seeing it on different menus. It's called callos, and it's a mixture of like chickpea. I see some green olives in there. They've got tripe, so it's got like very Spanish origins to it. It's been a long time since I've actually had tripe too. We'll see how I like it. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is so flavorful, so tender. It almost reminds me of like a spicy caldereta in a sense, but I love the addition of the chickpeas. I'm always looking for different ways to add some more protein and fiber to our meals, and I think that chickpeas is a great idea.
Jason, try this.
Go bite of this. Wow. Yeah? Tastes like something like your nani would make, right?
A super beefy flavor to it. So soft and tender. You can almost swallow it without chewing. Salty, beefy, and a little garlicky. That is incredible.
We call it tualia or towel. It's technically a towel.
Oh, it looks like a
never
towel.
heard of that.
I've never heard of that. You know that's the lining of a cow's stomach you just ate?
Try it.
You don't mind. What you're doing now, you literally followed your passion. It's not like a job anymore, really.
Never has been like a job. I do a lot of other things as well, so I'm not like stuck in the kitchen.
Right.
Shoot content,
Yes.
write books,
right.
and do consultancy and all that. So doing a hodgepodge of different things.
Beef salpicao.
Oh, yeah.
So we always see this on menus too. It's usually Rowan that ends up eating it.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of, every time I see it, I imagine it's probably very similar to like a garlic pot roast. Wow. It's so good. It's got like this Worcestershire sauce it tastes like in there.
The sauce has like a strong mushroom taste.
So much garlic. So beefy. Definitely runs to a pot roast. Would be great with some rice.
And the beef itself is a little tough, but has a great savory flavor.
You're a chef, a TV personality, a content creator, a writer.
Yeah.
How do you balance? Oh, restaurateur.
Yeah.
How do you balance it all?
I don't know. I just like go with the flow. No, just let everything happen. Like right now, I'm not only an author. I'm also a publisher. We operate restaurants. We also have a commissary that supports the restaurants.
I've been waiting for this pork chop.
Okay.
One piece, mashed potato.
Mash.
Oh no, oh no. A little bit of this, gravy in a boat. Oh no, too much gravy. Alright, so we got the pork chops in mushroom cream sauce. That's pretty good. So the pork chop is so nice and easy to chew, and it has like a grilled flavor to it. So the mash has a little bit of a lemon bit, and it's kind of salty, and it's super soft and creamy.
I don't resist opportunities. No, I don't stay away from responsibility as well. So
Yeah.
I just keep on moving forward. And I think it's really about developing the leaders under you. I'm able to develop my own team, my organization. So,
How long did it take before you got to that point where you were in that space?
over a decade.
Oh.
Over a decade.
I got me some pork chop too. I saw Kason take a bite of it. He said like really grilled flavor, so I had to try some. Wow. I can't remember the last time I had pork chop. I actually don't make it at home anymore because my mother-in-law makes some really good pork chop, and so I don't like to even try. But man, that's delicious. It is perfectly grilled. That gravy just adds something else to it. It's like oily, but it's not overpowering. It's so good. I think I saw, I'm gonna grab my phone because there was a really great quote that I saw from you, and I was like trying to commit it to memory. You said, sometimes you become so obsessed with your vision that you hammer on the wrong nail. We were talking about this in the car. I think that's one of the things that we struggle with in vlogging. We're trying to really stick to the niche and stay with it, but also manage to reach a wider audience all at the same time. But you can't be too diversified in your content, so it's like so confusing. So when I read that, I was like, okay, like that one really spoke to me. Just, you know, don't hammer on the wrong nail.
What I really believe in is that if you resonate to your audience and you stay true to yourself, your audience will find you.
Yeah.
Whoever they are, wherever they are. And for me, though I'm not the biggest in social media, I know that I have a very solid following because they try to seek me out in my restaurants.
Yeah.
And when I have books, I have events, they go out of the way to see me.
Yes.
Like I do like a mall event and people from Bulacan or from Laguna or from Kapit, they go all the way to meet me. So I think the loyalty of your following, the relationship you build with them through the years is something more solid than like empty numbers.
Yes.
I try not to curate a lot. There's a lot of realness in the posting.
Right.
Because I think that's what people are looking for, is that realness factor.
Yeah, there's a lot of that putting on a facade in social media these days.
Yeah.
So I'm with that too. Like authenticity means the world to me. So we've made jokes about that. You know, he's like, "Are you sure you want to post that?" I'm like, "Why not?" So it's also been a couple years since I had bacon on a pizza too. I love that crust is so like easy. It's not like overdone. It's not too chewy. It's like perfect. The kids always do this. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh yeah, we have to go
So
there.
I haven't had coleslaw in years.
Years?
It hasn't been years.
Just like I remember, a little bit sweet, a little bit sour, and super crunchy.
Your family background is very diverse.
Yeah.
You've got Cebuano,
Cebuano,
Visayan, or
Bicol,
that
my lola's from Bicol.
Bicolano? Yeah.
Manila,
So do you think that has affected your
Cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. Unlike now that everything is mainstream, you know. When I was growing up, regional cuisine stayed in the region. Cebuanos didn't eat sinigang because it was too sour for Cebuanos.
Oh.
They didn't know what kare-kare was because our bagoong was bagoong isda. No? It was
With the fish.
the ginamos.
Yeah.
No? As a chef, I had that consciousness that not everybody likes the same food. So when I'm cooking, I can really transform even my technique, even the flavor profiles and all that. So if you visit my restaurants, you wouldn't, if you didn't know I was behind it, you wouldn't recognize that, this is Chef Tatung. It's not a given.
Yeah.
But it's delicious everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere you go.
In different ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just having such a great time having conversation right now and just chatting it up with Chef Tatung that I keep forgetting to film because it's just so nice. And that happens to us very often, but I think it's really important. We were actually just talking about it. We believe firmly that this is how you cultivate these relationships and you keep these people around. It's not about the what can I do for you, can you do for me. It's just that genuine relatability. And so we're sharing that conversation right now, so you're gonna have to stand by and you'll see more, hopefully, of Chef Tatung hanging out with us in the future. Maybe some travels. What is this? Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake,
Skippy peanut butter icing? There's little chunks of peanuts on that. That's very rich. Makes me do that thing when, when you give the dog peanut butter and they... But it's so good, especially with this coffee. Perfect. You already ate it.
Yep.
What is it?
It's cheesecake. Got like a sweet blueberry sauce on top, which is like really sweet, a tad bit tart, and the cheesecake itself super soft, creamy, and just goes so well with this graham cracker crust.
That baby loves cheesecake.
Yes, I do. So all the food here is really good. There's a lot of variety of different food to accommodate to other people that don't like specific kinds of food, like Ron doesn't like to eat much Filipino food. So he got to be able to eat like fried chicken and pizza.
Full on.
My arm's hurting.
I don't.
So my top three are definitely the pasta, the beef salpicao, and the calios. Ooh, Chef shining it.
For you.
Thank you.
How do you spell your name?
R-W-A-N.
Rowan.
Rowan.
Mom.
And everybody's always had trouble saying Kason. He's always been Kasin.
You're my cousin.
Or Jason.
Yeah. So it's perfect for gifts.
That
for
is
kids.
perfect for kids. What is it?
French toast churros.
Oh, perfect. I love that everything is like
Orange
cartoonized.
chicken. I love these descriptions too of the food.
You said that's available now, Chef? Or
Yeah, available already. National Bookstore, fully booked. Amazon, where else? Lazada and Shopee.
Chef Tatung just made your day, didn't he?
Yeah.
We gave you a cookbook and you're gonna get wild at home. Hulu? Have you heard of tanghulu?
No.
It's a Chinese street food snack where you boil some sugar, white sugar or brown sugar.
Yeah.
And then you dip the fruit and then you
fruit,
plunge it into an ice bath and it's nice and sticky.
Bye, Chef. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
Salamat po. I am so inspired, grateful, appreciative. I can't even think of all the words. That was just amazing. What a great meal, a wonderful conversation. The boys get to walk away with some gifts to take home, and they're so enthusiastic now about cooking and exploring their own little culinary abilities in the kitchen. All right, so in the upstairs section here, they have got all these really nice private dining rooms. So there's this one here. This is where we were just eating our meal. It's just a perfect space to come in and sit down. You could grab a dining room. Each one of them is air conditioned. The doors close and you can't hear a lot of what's happening on the outside. And they've also got restrooms up here as well, so you don't have to walk down the stairs to go to the bathroom. So it's safe. I'm about to walk down the stairs, so stand by. I gotta turn this around. Clumsy dinosaur cannot walk down the stairs. So this is the second level here. A large dining space. There's an outdoor patio that's on the second floor. Oh, this is where we originally came in. All right, I see where we're at now. And the bar area up here. And of course, we've got Tatung's books. So I just love how Chef Tatung's multi-provincial, I guess would be a good way of saying it, his background in having family members from different provinces all throughout the Philippines has really influenced the different recipes and the way that he mixes his flavors and combines things together to create some of his dishes. His YouTube channel, Simpol, literally gives you the easiest way to cook the simplest recipes with the most accessible ingredients. He's even developed a cookbook for kids that you will soon be able to find nationwide all throughout the Philippines. So myself, as an aspiring entrepreneur here in the Philippines, I really resonated with Chef Tatung in his go with the flow process. You know, oftentimes a lot of people will have a passion or a hobby or something that they enjoy doing, and when they actually try to pursue that from a business standpoint, that particular hobby can end up turning into something that no longer gives them that fulfillment or that same feeling that they used to have when it was just a hobby. I think something that makes Chef Tatung unique in what he does is that he was actually able to take something that he was passionate about and turn it into a success without losing his love for it.
Before we begin closing out this video, I just want to say thank you to Chef Tatung for his kindness and for giving me and Rowan these awesome cookbooks that I really look forward to making these foods. So thanks for watching, salamat, and ingat till next time.